We've had some decent managers in the past.
You know, the players are to blame for the season, but
I think Conte was to blame for his departure.
And yeah, Julian Nagelsmann will be my first choice.
I see Pochettino back because given more freedom, I think.
네, 토트넘이 지난 그 A매치 기간 중에 안토니오 콘테 감독을 사실상 경질했다고 봐야죠. 상호 합의에 의해서 계약을 종료를 했는데 사실상 경질을 했습니다. 지금 이제 시즌 종료까지는 크리스티안 스텔리니 코치가 감독 대행을 하게 됐습니다. 이 상황, 안토니오 콘테 감독의 이 경질 상황에 대해서 토트넘 팬들은 어떻게 생각하는지 한번 현지 리액션을 들어보고요. 누가 잘못인지도 한번 들어보겠습니다. 여기에 과연 또 어떤 감독이 오기를 원하는지도 한번 알아보도록 하겠습니다. 현지 리액션 플러스 지금부터 시작하겠습니다.
I don't know, there's just something there. You know, we haven't won the trophy for so long. There's just something there in the club of Tottenham. We just can't seem to get that win. But we've had some decent managers in the past, so it's not. I don't think it's always a manager's fault. But I think all the Spurs fans want to see now is just exciting football again. It hasn't been too much fun to watch over the last few years. So
I don't think it's possibly down to a single player. It's going to be possibly down to a few bad performances. Obviously, we got knocked out of both cups, you know, Champions League and the FA Cup in 1 week. Couple of tough games, they didn't go our way. So that's possibly just down to results, to be honest with you. I don't know who's going to come in to replace him, but you'd like a nice attacking manager, possibly. And yeah, it's a shame because Conte is a fantastic manager. He'll go on to his next club, and I'm sure he'll win there. But maybe it just wasn't the right fit for Tottenham, potentially. It's sad to see, but yeah, on to the next manager, I guess. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think that, you know, the players are to blame for the season, but I don't know. His tactics, they're not working for me. I don't think they worked at all. And especially for the players that we have, it wasn't going to work, considering the players that we have. So, yeah.
I think Conte was to blame for his departure. I think that he couldn't take Spurs to where he wanted to take them. And I think a number of personal things happened in his life. I think his own personal health and the death of close friends and colleagues. I think he wanted to reassess his life. I can understand it being of a similar age to him, that you reach a point where it's not worth pursuing things that are going to be too difficult going forward. So I think it was Conte himself that wanted to leave.
Okay, I personally think Conte wasn't totally committed. I think the players were a bit confused his tactics, far too defensive, and I don't think he was, you know, totally committed to the job. He was backwards and forwards to Italy. I just think that the players were confused. You know, we play well when we go forward. We don't seem to play well in defence. So, but yeah, I agree there is some issue with the board, and you know, I think managers should be allowed to manage. I think there's too much involvement coming from the board. I think, you know, let the manager do the job.
personally, I'd like to see Pochettino come back and get some exciting football again.
Yeah, definitely. Same, yeah. Pochettino, definitely.
Just get some exciting football and go from there. And then hopefully the trophies will come, because it's been a long while. We'll see.
I think a lot of the Tottenham fans would probably say Pochettino. And don't get me wrong, I love the man. He's brilliant. If I had to pick, I'd possibly pick that the ex-Bayern Munich manager, Julian Nagelsmann. Whether he'd come to Tottenham, obviously, because I know there's other high-profile jobs out there. He might fancy Chelsea. He might fancy. I think the Real Madrid might be coming soon. And yeah, Julian Nagelsmann will be my first choice. But I know that the Brighton manager's a great manager. The Brentford manager's a great manager. Obviously, Pochettino's available. Hopefully, we've got a lot of options out there.
Next manager. I'd like it to be Thomas Frank, but he won't be. I think it'll be Brendan Rodgers. But we'll see. Maybe Pochettino, but I don't think so.
Next manager, realistically, we're not going to get him. Why would any manager come to Spurs right now? You know, the board's corrupt, but manager, I don't know. I can't give you an answer because I don't know. But anyone that wants to build the youth teams and bring players in, yeah, of course, I'm all up for it. And an exciting football manager. Perfect for me.
I don't know, I'm kind of stuck on Pochettino, but anything, I think we need a project manager, to be fair. Anyone that can create something from nothing, essentially, because that's all we have, to be honest. I don't know, someone that can do a rebuild, someone like that. I don't want someone who needs money to spend, because the club isn't willing to do that, and it's obvious.
I'd like to see Pochettino back if he was given more freedom, I think. And if the club was able to work in his way, then yeah, Pochettino back, I think.